out of Doral. And police say, here's the woman. Her name is Angelina Este. Now, as you look at this video, and in the first portion, we blurred the victim's face, it is the same MO. These women, say police, they meet these guys. These guys, in this case, it looked like he was going in for the kiss, but that would end up in heartbreak because he had his Rolex taken, say police. And there are a number of other cases this woman is attached to in Miami Beach. So police want you to
why y'all keep writing Cardi, whatever, Rob, man, whatever crap? So what? I'll do it again, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't feel bad. Y'all know how I don't feel bad for no niggas. I feel bad for no niggas. I'll do it the fuck again. And y'all think y'all gagging. I talk about that shit on my album too. I don't give a fuck. Do it the fuck again.
Tonight, a Pompano Beach woman is accused of stealing Rolex watches and cash from men she met in clubs and hotels. It sounds a lot like other recent crimes, so much so that a judge handling the case called it the same old story. CBS News Miami's Larry Seward is live outside the jail in West Miami-Dade. And Larry, the woman accused in this case, has posted bond, right?
Jim, Angelina Este left jail this evening. Still, she faces 3 counts of grand theft for charges similar to at least 3 other recent cases.
What happened inside the Fontainebleau Hotel's Miami Beach lobby and its 12th floor led to charges against 25-year-old Angelina Este.
What's the usual story, Judge?
That prosecutors and the judge know well.
At the Fontainebleau, same old story.
In the last 5 months, 4 different women faced theft charges, accused of stealing jewelry and watches from men who invited the women into their rooms or apartments. Police say Esther Torres met men at a Miami Beach club. When they invited her to their room, she allegedly pepper sprayed victims, then took cash, credit cards, and watches. In a separate case, investigators say Rachel Warner seduced men in Brickell and Miami Beach. At least 2 men woke up missing watches worth tens of thousands of dollars. In a third case, prosecutors say Brittany Scott lured a man from a South Beach bar, gave him a drink, then stole his Rolex and watch after he passed out.
Victims could have been killed. They choose to take somebody home when they meet in a club. We can't be everybody's parent.
That judge warned people to be careful picking up anyone in clubs. 2 weeks later, Este faces similar charges. Miami Beach police say a man staying at the Fontainebleau came back from a night out. He met Este in the lobby, took her to his room. Investigators say Este poured him drinks. He passed out, then woke up to find Este and his $20,000 Rolex and $10,000 diamond bracelet gone. Detectives put out a wanted flyer based on surveillance video of their suspect. Doral police saw it and recognized her as the same woman wanted for a similar crime that happened in March. In that Doral case, prosecutors say the victim met Este at a nightclub in Brickell, brought her to his high-rise in Doral. There, Este and a second woman allegedly served a drink. The victim passed out and woke up missing his watch. Earlier that month, police in Miami say Este stole a watch from a man that she met at Club 11. It's why Este faces 3 counts of grand theft and potentially more if police find other victims.
A judge ordered Este to stay away from all 3 men pressing charges. She is due back in court next month. Live outside TGK tonight, Larry Seward, CBS News Miami.
Hey man, the passport bros might be winning, man. It might be winning. So one of the biggest things people say about when you go overseas is like, oh, the women, they're dangerous. They're going to drug you. They're going to try to rob you and all of this, right? And to be honest, shit, would you rather it happen here in America, down in Miami, where you're paying 3-4 times as much as you're paying for anything that you're paying for in Colombia and still get robbed? Or would you just rather go ahead and take that trip overseas? I don't know. Me, y'all, I always say Colombia is my Miami. You know, everything's a lot cheaper over there. So you can have a lot of fun, the same type of fun. Hey, it's just a great vibe. But as far as this story right here, let's dive into it. So this woman right here on the left, she's the latest in a string of what it seems to be like women finding ways to rob men. I think they said she put something in the guy's drink, you know, drugged the guys. They passed out, went to sleep. They woke up, all their stuff was gone. They said she might be the most dangerous. I'm not gonna lie, this one right here with the blonde. They said she just pepper sprayed the guys, which is crazy. Just pepper sprayed them, drugged them, robbed them, and I forgot what they said these last 2 were doing. But what I was making a face at too was, let me see if I can find it. This right here, I'm like, is this the same girl? Is this the same girl? She looked crazy without her makeup, right? She looked crazy. I think that was this girl right here, which I'm like, damn, like, I don't even know why. Like, I thought there was better looking girls in Miami than all 3 of these, to be honest. I don't know how I guess, all the rest of the girls are a little bit more pricey, a little bit more expensive. Probably wanted the guys to stay out all night, buy bottles, do this, that, and the third. And these women were like, oh yeah, we can go back to the hotel right now. Come on, let's go. I think that's a red flag out there in Miami, that a woman is not trying to make you spend money. It's probably a red flag, right? Probably a red flag. Probably found some suckers, and that's the thing about it. Like overseas in America, if you're green, you're green. Women can smell it. Women can smell a guy that they can get over. Like say it's your first time in Miami. You're not used to being around women. You're not used to women being all up on you and stuff like that. You're already getting drunk, inebriated. All the guys going out to the club and stuff like that, they trying to, well, most of them, I ain't gonna say all of them. Most of the guys going there, they trying to, have a good time. They probably there for the weekend, trying to end the night off very well, trying to take a woman back to the crib and all of that. So, yeah, a lot of them are green. It's easier to get over on them. But this is just sad for real. Like, and she was stealing Rolexes and stuff. They said she had millions of dollars in jewelry. Millions of dollars in jewelry. She could have been stopped and been good. She was addicted to it, to be honest. But a lot of times, women like this, like all four of them, there's always usually a man involved in these type of situations. So, but she didn't snitch if there was a man involved. But usually these type of women, they're not working alone, because it can be very dangerous. But some of them, they just built like that. They might be very masculine on their low and just like, yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of these guys. But a lot of times it's usually a guy behind the scenes that, like, because you gotta think, who bailed her out, right? They said she got bailed out. So she's back out on the streets, probably still doing the same thing in the same line of work, or probably trying to recruit other women to do it. So, you just got to be careful, man. Men got to be careful. They can't be thinking with the dickhead so much, They can't be thinking with that head. They need to be using your brain, man. Use your brain. Anywhere you go, don't just leave your drink and around a woman, especially that you just met. You don't know her. No matter how much time y'all spent talking, getting to know each other that night, you do not know that woman at all. You don't know her at all, and treat her like a stranger. Don't let a stranger just around your drink. Don't let a stranger pour your drink. And let's say the bartender, and you watching them, and you watching that drink get poured. It's just not safe, man. Just not safe at all. So yeah, man, they're going crazy out there in Miami. But it said served the victim some drinks, went to the victim's hotel room, and that was all she wrote. His Rolex watch and diamond bracelet were missing. Yeah, man, crazy situation, man. Diamond Blue Hotel. You got to watch out, I guess, down there. I'm not too familiar with the Miami landscape. I only been there through the airport. Spent a little bit of time out there. Not enough to say I actually been to Miami. You feel me? Yeah, man, crazy story. I don't know what else really to say about it except for the warning you guys. Like, yo, you're going out there, but it's like anywhere in the world, like this could literally happen to you. That's why, like, mostly I was joking about the, like, you better off overseas thing. But overseas, like, if you're getting caught up in Miami, you don't want to go overseas, because it can be 10 times worse for you. They got that thing called scopolamine out in South America. In the Caribbean, it's like very much less likely to happen. Still could happen, but it's like a natural plant called scopolamine that grows in South America that some people use recreationally as a drug. But a lot of times people use it to drug men, and it basically makes you like a zombie. It's like a zombie type of drug. So you kind of like conscious, but you're not in control. Like, if men have been seen on camera letting people into their apartment, giving them the passwords to their phone. By the time they wake up 12, 13 hours later, they all groggy, everything out of whack, they got a headache, they realize that their stuff is missing, they check their bank accounts have been drained, because it's like those women who do that, they're usually working with another group of men that's protecting them, and then there's another group of men that know how to do all the hacky type stuff. Once they got your passwords, they taking your Gmails, they doing all, like, they got a whole network of that. So you gotta protect yourself, man. You got to protect yourself. A lot of times the box is just not worth it, man. The box is just not worth it. If you're traveling for box, I suggest you don't travel for box. I suggest you travel to have a good time, explore, do some sightseeing, see some good things. And if you happen to meet a good woman along the way, boom, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, man, anywhere in the world, man, you got to watch out. You don't want to end up like these guys, because 9 times out of 10, you're not getting your stuff back. You're not, like, you know, here in America, you know, she probably have to pay some restitution that she won't pay or whatever. But yeah, man, you don't want to even go through that situation of waking up and you've been drugged. That's why me, you know, I don't do too much smoking. I don't do too much drinking anyway. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm a hard one to catch. I'm gonna be a hard one to catch. You know, you don't want to make it easy on yourself by going somewhere, getting overly drunk. Once you already start drinking, your judgment is already impaired. So you already could be making questionable decisions. If you don't get the right group of guys around you, it can end up bad for you, man. It can end up bad for you. So, fellas, stay safe. It's a crazy story. Let me know what you guys think about this story down in the comments below, man. As always, love y'all. I'm out.